In our last lesson, we've discussed the difference between using the desktop version and the browser version of Figma. And after choosing the version that you'll be using, it is now time to dive into the app. So again, when you log in on the web or when you open up the desktop like this one, you're going to be greeted with this screen. At the top here, again, you can click this icon to create a new project. And here you can change the profile you are using if you have multiple accounts. You have this search box here, and you will find this very useful as you use Figma in the long run, as you will build a lot of projects and work with a lot of people. This search box will not only show you your files and other people's files within your network, it will also show you some of the Figma community's project files. For example, if I type in Figma here, you can see it has suggested projects from the files and also has some from the community down here. On the right side, we have this bell here for notification, and beside that, our account profile. If you click this drop down, you have several options such as internal profile, plugins, settings, themes, add an account if you want to, and finally to log out. We will talk about these options in greater detail on the next lesson. For now, we'll just stick with the initial welcome screen. So on the left panel, we have different categories here for recents, which shows all the files that you recently viewed here on this area. So again, we have options to create a new design file, create a new FigJam file, or import a file. Below that, you can explore some FigJam templates, and if you want to see more templates, all you need to do is click this See All button right here. Otherwise, you can just click this X icon, and that will hide the suggested templates. As I've mentioned earlier, you can see all the recent viewed files here, and if you want to only see a certain file type, you can click this drop down to edit the filter. You can choose design files, FigJam files, or prototypes. If you want to sort them out to a certain order, you can click on the sort option here. Right now it is set to last viewed, but if you click the drop down, you can see some other options such as alphabetical, date rated, and so on and so forth. And finally, if you are working on a lot of files already and want to see as much files as you can on the screen, you can change the tile view here to list view. And once you do that, you can see that it changed that to a list view. Awesome. Now let me just go back to the categories section here and choose draft. And as you may know, all of the templates that you've downloaded or imported will go to drafts. And you can also see that there's also the deleted section here. Next up is the community section. And what I love about Figma is that the community is pretty alive. You can get some inspiration from other works they have, some jam sessions wherein some expert give you some activities there, and some brainstorming and others. And actually, this is a newly added feature of Figma. You can see that it is categorized depending on your needs, and on each of these categories, you can use templates from other users to give you a good start on whatever design you're trying to do. Really awesome, right? Now let me just go back by clicking this back button up here, just like so. Now down here we have favorite files, and all you need to do to add a favorite file is just hover one of the files here and just click on the star icon. You can also do that from the file that you're working on, which I will show you later on in this course. If you want to create a team, you can do so by clicking this Create New Team button. Now, if you create a team, you can add or invite people to collaborate and work with you, and they will have quick access to the project along with its asset. Awesome. So that is the starting screen. On our next lesson, we'll look at the interface when working inside Figma.